And other pets for companionship, but for some people their pets are essential. Under the law, these pets are known as service animals or emotional support animals. So for this week's Legal Edge, I asked attorney Bryan Waldman about the legal differences between the two.
There is an important difference from a legal standpoint, Siobhan. A service animal, we typically think of them as dogs, but it doesn't have to be, is one that performs a specific task that's specifically or directly related to the person's disability. So the classic example that we think of is leader dogs for the blind, but it could be an animal or a dog that can pick something up or can carry things or even help with balance for someone that has a mobility disability. And then an emotional support animal doesn't perform any type of specific task, but instead is a pet that provides support through companionship and may help someone with issues involving things like anxiety, depression, or certain phobias.
Okay, and so what's the legal significance of having that distinction then?
Yeah, good point. So once you make the distinction, service animals are protected under the ADA, or Americans with Disabilities Act, which essentially means that they're allowed to go basically anywhere their owners are allowed to go, whether it be a restaurant or an airplane or a public building. Whereas emotional support animals are not covered by the ADA or the Americans with Disability Act, but they may be covered under other federal laws.
So let's jump back to the service animals, service dogs. Let's just use dogs as an example. With
Sure.
the ADA, the Americans with Disabilities Act, does that mean a business can never restrict that service animal from coming on the property? Or?
Well, I mean, the short answer to that is yes, but it's kind of a general statement. They cannot just have an outright ban on dogs or animals, but if the dog isn't trained, for example, if it's not housebroken and you want to bring it to a restaurant, or if it's disruptive, damaging property or causing a disturbance, then the owner of the property can ask the owner to leave and take the service animal with them.
So what if, Bryan, a service dog does cause some property damage or, injures a person, let's say? What would happen then?
Yeah, obviously not a good situation, but from a legal standpoint, service animals, emotional support animals get no special treatment under the law. They're just treated like any other dog, any other pet that you or I might have, Siobhan. And so the owner is responsible for any harm caused.
Good information to know.